Welcome back to my channel. It is June 19th. It is the hubby's birthday today. So if you see me making cinnamon rolls this morning at the start of this video, that's what he requested for his birthday breakfast. He worked nights last night, so he just got home at like 8 o'clock almost. He stopped at some grocery store for me, get some milk. But he's in there sleeping now, and I'm gonna get ready to make him a Boston cream cake. It's a poke cake. I bought the ingredients for a church meal a while back, but we weren't able to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and make that today. It is, let me flip you around. It is a dreary day today. I'm loving it though. We haven't had rain in I don't know how long. It's been quite some time. So I am so blessed to see that God is pouring down the rain today. Our grass was dying. People's farmers around us, their crops were not doing good. So I am blessed to have the rain. But I've got all my ingredients ready. I'm gonna go ahead and preheat the oven. Let me see. See what temperature we need it at. Let's see. Okay, so 350 is what I'm gonna go ahead and preheat the oven at, get that going. It was already heated up earlier, so it's not gonna take long to preheat. I pretty much picked up the house. It's all pretty much picked up. There's a couple things laying out over there, but we're keeping the house clean. We've had, I wanna say 5 showings. Yesterday's showing, it was on a Sunday, and it was at 8 a.m. It was so early. I went to my mom and dad's house. She fed them donuts. We went to church. Baby Adeline stayed home because she wasn't feeling well. She got sick. And she stayed home with my husband and terrorized my mom's house while we were at church. You're welcome, Mom. And yeah, we came home. We fixed supper last night. We had just leftovers. We had so many leftovers to use, so we just did a leftover night, which worked out. We cleaned out the fridge on some of that. And then that's pretty much it. We just chillaxed the rest of the night. The kids watched a couple movies. I edited a video, folded some laundry. That video was gonna go up before this one. That's gonna be our vacation video where we went to the Cincinnati Red game. That was so much fun. I loved that little bitty trip, and I'm ready to go back. Hopefully soon we can go to the zoo and the aquarium. But we're in the middle, as y'all know, once you watch that video. If you haven't, go back and watch it. But once you see that video, we're selling our house. So we are, we don't know what's coming. We don't know what the plan is. And I'm a little nervous about that because I'm the type of person that likes to have my plan made out. And it's not made out. So God has it made out. But I don't know what the next step is. I don't know if we're gonna get any offers on the house. We have it on the market until November, so we have plenty of time. And then if it doesn't sell, we'll take a break and maybe list it next spring. But we've had people looking at it. We had one offer, but it was really low offer and we didn't accept it. We counter offered, and then they countered offer back, and it wasn't, their counter offer was as high as they could go, and it wasn't enough to sell the house. So not to our liking, especially since we just listed it. So we've had a lot of people looking at it. A lot of people are up in the air with it. The market is tough right now. Houses are selling like crazy in our area though. I have multiple realtors on my Facebook page, and they're like, sold, 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 pending, pending. And I'm like, let's get it going. But the market's still moving. People are still buying houses even though the interest rates are higher. So that's good news. And our house is in the country. There's not very many houses in our area in the country. There's a couple of them. One's 700,000. One is right beside a factory, and then there's ours. And then there's one for 500,000. So there's a range of prices. Ours is on the lower end. Not lower, but lower compared to like 700,000. So that's good that, you know, people are like more attracted coming to ours because it's a lower price compared to 700,000. We'll just see what God has in store. Whatever happens, happens. It's all in God's plan. It's all in His will. And that's that. So I'm gonna get this cake made for the hubby's birthday. I gave him, I'll put a picture in right here, of his Father's Day gift. He loved it. It was just a little snack bucket with a shirt and shorts, just stuff that he would actually use. We don't usually do big gifts for birthdays or Father's Day or anything like that. So I did that just to tell him, let him know that we appreciate him. He's working a ton of overtime right now and on night shift, so we haven't seen him much, so I'm excited for him to wake up later so we can spend some time with him before he goes to work. But let's get this cake baked. And then, yeah, I'm gonna go downstairs and post some jewelry sales. I'm hosting a Facebook party this week for my bling. And I need to get some albums put up. I got my jewelry pulled for my live show tonight. And that's pretty much it. I need to switch over laundry. The house is pretty much clean because it was shown yesterday. So everything is pretty, quote, pretty much picked up. But let's take you along for the rest of our day. Okay, so for the cake, you need vanilla, French vanilla pudding. So I have that, 2 boxes of that, a yellow cake mix. We have 3 eggs, and I think it's crazy because that one back there is store-bought. These are farm eggs. I can tell by the different colors. We have a 1/2 cup of oil, a cup of water, and we're gonna get KitchenAid mixing up and get that going. Okay, so I'm gonna get the cake going. The pudding you make with 4 cups of water or 4 cups of milk, and then you'll pour that on at the end. So you don't put that in this cake batter. You just make your cake like you normally would make a cake. Same directions. Get my bag open. So I'm gonna pour that in. Y'all, I love my KitchenAid. If I can find this one that I have, I will link it down below. We have an older version. We got this not long after we got married. It was a must. I'm not really a baker though. I love cooking, but I'm not so much a baker. I can do it, but it's not my favorite thing. All right, so then we're gonna add in 1 cup of water. And then a 1/2 cup of oil. And then I will leave this recipe linked below for you guys. And then 3 eggs. Let me get that a mixeroo. Alright you guys, it is done mixing. It smells so good. Just the cake itself smells good. And his favorite cake is carrot cake, but I already have the ingredients for this and I'm sure he's not going to turn it down. Maybe I can send a piece to work with him tonight. So I'm going to grease my pan. I need to get some more of that. Actually, I'm going to leave that out so I can scan it. And let's pour this in. So it's super easy, y'all. Poke cakes are like one of my favorite desserts. I can't screw up. For Easter, I made a coconut poke cake. It was amazing. It was so light and fluffy and delicious. And I will link this, like I said, down below. If y'all just want like a summer fun, maybe you're going to like a barbecue, this would be a good one to take. I mean, I'm sure a Boston cream pie isn't that hard to make, but if I could take a shortcut, your girl's gonna take a shortcut. So, all right, that's done. I'm gonna stick it in the oven, and then I will show you the Jell-O part when I get this done. Okay, so my cake just got out of the oven. I'm going to go ahead and mix up this Jell-O. So I have 4 cups of milk in here, and then I'm just gonna add my Jell-O packets. I'm gonna try to do this quick because you don't want your Jell-O sitting up too much, which I don't think it will, but I need to poke holes in my cake yet. This Jell-O smells so good. And then we'll see what next is mixed. Well, of course I would make a mess. Would it be Jessie cooking if I didn't make a mess? All right, let's clean up that mess real quick. Okay, so I'm gonna get this mixed up until there's no lumps, and then I'm gonna poke holes in my cake, and I will show you that as I go. And then I put the milk away, and then put my coffee up. I am moving right along today. I've been working on party stuff for my online party. Okay, the pudding's mixed up. I'm gonna take this little, what do you call this? Thingamajig and poke holes in it. And I'm just gonna kind of just randomly poke them kind of in a row. And then we're gonna pour the pudding mix over this cake and then let it cool for 2 hours in the fridge. Now I'm gonna let it cool at room temperature for a while because I don't want to stick this hot pan in my fridge because that'll drop my fridge temperature. All right. So, got that poked. Super simple, guys. You really can't screw this up if you're not a baker like I'm not. But you want to make sure you get all of this pudding inside of all of the holes, because that's what's going to make the cake so delicious. And yeah, which there's plenty of pudding to go around, so you should be able to get it covered pretty good. Now mine's already been thickening, and I really don't know if I'm going to have room for my icing on top. So we got this done. Let me scrape the rest out of this bowl. And then after this cools for 2 hours, then we're going to melt chocolate icing and put it on top of here, and then we'll be done. Okay, so while my cake is cooling down before I put it in the fridge, I'm going to go ahead and refill my coffee. Hubby stopped and got coffee this morning. This isn't the one I normally get. I usually get like the Walmart creme brulee or something. But this was a huge container and it was on sale. So we're going to use it. This is Maxwell House. It smells amazing. But I feel like the Maxwell House always made my heart race. Alright, oops, overfilled it. There we go. Coffee's refilled. So that's a pretty big container filled up. I'm just going to stick it over here where I always have my coffee. Oh, it's freshly out. So there we go. Got that done. We are just tackling all the things today. So I'm going to put this under the cabinet. I think you're supposed to put it in the freezer to last longer. Maybe I could do that. I could take it downstairs and put it in the freezer. But I don't really know if that's necessary. We'll just stick it underneath the cabinet. Okay, so I went ahead and made my husband's lunch for him to eat at work tonight. He has these little bitty croissant sandwiches with pepper jack cheese and ham. I gave him 3 of them because they are kind of small. And then he has fruit. There's a stem on that one. Fruit and some sour cream and cheddar chips. And then I gave him some mayonnaise so it wouldn't get mushy. He can put that on if he wants to. But that will be the lunch that he takes tonight for his, I think he gets lunch at like midnight or something. So nothing too heavy, but enough to keep him full. Alright, you guys, speech just left. We just got that done. It's looking rather stormy outside. I'm gonna check the weather. The kids were wanting to go outside, but I don't think they're gonna be able to. I'm getting ready to mop these floors. I was gonna wait and do it tonight, but I think I'm just gonna do it now. I have a ton on my plate to do tonight with my live show. So I'm gonna set you guys up. I have my trustio mop ready to go. And yeah, let's get these floors cleaned for the 100th time this week. Okay, you guys, the microwave's just getting done. The cake I just pulled out of the fridge. Let me shut the fridge door. The girls are bathed and the boys are getting a bath now. So we are gonna go ahead and put the icing on the cake. All I did was get this rich and creamy icing. I'm gonna go another 10 seconds. I've already made it, Corley. Let me get a spatula. So, this is gonna be so tasty. You're just wanting to get this, hold on, Corley. You're just wanting to get this just a little bit melted. It says 10 to 15 seconds. I'm having to go a little bit longer.
Why'd you put the icing on?
Okay, so it is pretty much melted. I'm just gonna pour this over. I went ahead and bought 2 of these. I wasn't for sure how many I would need. I'm gonna try that first. I'm gonna spread it out. I bought 2. I don't think I'm gonna need 2. I don't think. Since it's just us here at home, it doesn't have to be perfect. That's like half a container. And then I will put the other half on this side. Y'all, this is gonna be so rich and creamy and delicious. Daddy's birthday.
So we are going to need it for dessert?
Yep.
When?
Tonight, maybe before he goes to work. Let's put this in there a little bit longer. Before Daddy goes to work, probably. So I bought 2 tubs of this, but I don't think I'm gonna need both. So we'll just have extra.
Because he wants chocolate cake.
Yeah, Daddy's favorite cake is carrot cake. But we already had stuff to make this. So. Use what you have. Don't be wasteful.
I hope that he turns out before he goes to work.
You think
but we need a candle.
We do, don't we? We'll just have to make believe, won't we? Just pretend. Alright guys, like I said, it don't have to be perfect. But
I forgot to get candle while we was getting this stuff for the cake.
well, we got this to take to church, so we didn't have a candle. This is originally supposed to be for church. Okay, so I'm going to stick this back in the fridge. I'm going to leave the lid off so that this icing hardens back up. But there's the side, there's pudding, cake, the icing, and I will show you a finished product when we cut a piece later. Okay, we're making old school sloppy joes for supper. I have my trash bowl here. I have got my ground turkey going. It calls for a pound of ground beef, but I used that the other day, so I'm just gonna use this ground turkey that I planned on using the other day. But I used ground beef instead. So that way we're not wasting, and I already had this sitting out in the fridge. It's still a little frozen, so I'm gonna get this cooking up. And then I have all my ingredients setting out here. I diced up my onion instead of digging out my little machine for it. We have ketchup, lemon juice. I just bought a lemon, and then I'll put the rest of that in my tea tonight. And then we have Worcestershire sauce, paprika, brown sugar, white vinegar, Dijon mustard. Then we're gonna have kettle chips, the buns, and then loaded baked potato salad. So I will link this recipe up. I got it pulled up over here. I will link that in this vlog below. I'll show you what our plate looks like when we get done, and then we're gonna keep trucking through the night. Alright you guys, we're finishing out for the night. I did a super early live show, got that done. I'm gonna grab a shower, get a shower. We're gonna have some cake, and we're gonna call it a night. I'm exhausted, I'm ready to be done. I folded 2 baskets of laundry earlier, got that done, got that put away. I got a couple shirts to hang up. We're gonna call it a night. I'm gonna sit down and watch some YouTube and just be done and spend time with kiddos. So hope y'all enjoyed this video. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. God bless y'all. We love you. Bye.